Or like the one who passed by a town, and it had tumbled over its roofs, he said, "Oh, how will Allah ever bring it to life after its death?" So Allah caused him to die for 100 years, then raised him up again. He said, "How long did you tarry?" The man said, "Perhaps I tarried for a day or part of a day." He said, "No, you tarried for 100 years. Look at your food and your drink. They show no change. And look at your donkey. And thus we have made of you a sign for the people. Look at the bones, how we bring them together and clothe them with flesh." When this was clearly shown to him, he said, "I know now that Allah is able to do all things." And remember when Abraham said, "My Lord, show me how you give life to the dead." Allah said, "Do you not believe?" He, Abraham, said, "Yes, I believe, but so that my heart may be at ease." He said, "Take 4 birds, then cause them to incline toward you, then cut them into pieces, and then put a portion of them on every hill, and call them. They will come to you in haste. And know that Allah is Almighty, All-Wise. The likeness of those who spend their wealth in the way of Allah is as the likeness of a grain of corn. It grows 7 ears, and each ear has 100 grains. Allah gives manifold increase to whom He pleases. And Allah is all-sufficient for His creatures' needs, all-knower. Those who spend their wealth in the cause of Allah and do not follow up their gifts with reminders of their generosity or with injury, their reward is with their Lord. On them shall be no fear, nor shall they grieve. Kind words and the forgiving of faults are better than charity followed by injury. And Allah is free of all wants, and He is most forbearing. O you who believe, do not render in vain your charity by reminders of your generosity or by injury, like him who spends his wealth to be seen of men and does not believe in Allah nor in the last day. His likeness is the likeness of a smooth rock on which is a little dust. On it falls heavy rain which leaves it bare. They are not able to do anything with what they have earned, and Allah does not guide the disbelieving people. And the likeness of those who spend their wealth seeking Allah's pleasure, while they themselves are sure and certain that Allah will reward them, is the likeness of a garden on a height. Heavy rain falls on it, and it doubles its yield of harvest. But if it does not receive heavy rain, light rain suffices it. Allah is all-seer of what you do. Would any of you wish to have a garden with date palms and vines, with rivers flowing underneath, and all kinds of fruit for him there, while he is stricken with old age and his children are weak? Then it is struck with a fiery whirlwind so that it is burnt. Thus does Allah make clear His proofs, evidences and verses to you, that you may give thought. O you who believe, spend of the good things which you have legally earned, and of that which we have produced from the earth for you. And do not aim at that which is bad to spend from, though you would not accept it, even if you closed your eyes and tolerate it. Know that Allah is free of all wants and worthy of all praise. Satan threatens you with poverty and orders you to commit evil deeds, whereas Allah promises you forgiveness from Himself and bounty, and Allah is all-sufficient for His creatures' needs, all-knower. He grants knowledge to whom He pleases, and he to whom knowledge is granted is indeed granted abundant good. But none remember except men of understanding. And whatever you spend, or whatever vow you make, be sure Allah knows it all. And for the wrongdoers there are no helpers. If you disclose your charity, it is well, but if you conceal it and give it to the poor, that is better for you. Allah will forgive you some of your sins, and Allah is well acquainted with what you do. Not upon you, Muhammad, is their guidance, but Allah guides whom He wills. And whatever you spend in good, it is for yourselves, when you spend for nothing except seeking Allah's countenance. And whatever you spend in good, it will be repaid to you in full, and you shall not be wronged. Charity is for the poor, who in Allah's cause are restricted from travel and cannot move about in the land for trade or work. The one who does not know them thinks that they are rich because of their modesty. You may know them by their mark. They do not beg of people at all, and whatever you spend in good, surely Allah knows it well. Those who spend their wealth in Allah's cause by night and day, in secret and in public, they shall have their reward with their Lord. On them shall be no fear, nor shall they grieve.